Can autistic people have friends? Stay tuned to find out. Hi friends, my name is Claire and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here I make videos about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and anything else that feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, I'd ask that you please subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell. We just hit 400 subscribers and I just want to say thank you so much. You are making my dreams come true and I really appreciate it. Did I mention I make content 3 times a week? 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Today I wanted to talk about having friends as a person on the spectrum. I wanted to discuss this because I know that there is a stereotype that ASD people don't or maybe can't have friends, and I've also heard parents of ASD children who are worried that their children won't have friends, and that's a big concern for them. And you know what, for once, I can see how that would be a concern. So, can ASD people have friends or nah? I remember during my diagnosis, the doctor was asking me about my friendships and relationships. The best way I could describe it is that they were kind of a mystery to me. I felt like there was a big secret that I had not been let in on concerning friends. Like everyone seemed to have a best friend where they could say, "This is my best friend. I'm close with this person." And for me, I felt like even when I had friends, I could never say that anyone would consider me their best friend or maybe even a close friend. It's hard to explain. But I just didn't have the same connection that I was experiencing or observing other people have. If I ever did get close to someone, it seemed to be temporary and fleeting. Usually it was one close girlfriend at a time, and they would become my friend focus for that time. Eventually there would be an end or a pause in the friendship because I had a change or transition in my life, graduating from a degree, getting married, any kind of change, and then I couldn't keep up with the friendship. Or perhaps I missed some neurotypical unspoken expectation that ended the friendship or at least let it dry up. Not on purpose, just didn't know. Also, I can admit that it probably wasn't easy to be my friend from the other side of things. It can be difficult to deal with ASD people as friends sometimes, especially if you don't know that they are ASD or if you have neurotypical expectations. First, ASD people tend to like to be alone. Most ASD people don't desire or need the same kind of company that neurotypical people seem to need. I am not saying that we need no contact with people or that we don't value relationships. I mean that we probably need like 10 to 20% of what a neurotypical needs in terms of external time spent with other humans to be fulfilled. Also, usually ASD people like to talk about themselves or about their special interests. And this can obviously be a big turnoff to someone who is trying to develop a mutual relationship where you both get to share your thoughts and feelings equally. So usually the ASD person who's trying to be a friend to someone will inadvertently monopolize the situation. It's not that we don't care about people, it's just that this isn't on our radar naturally, and any inquiry into how others are doing takes stepping outside of one's own bubble and making a conscious choice to do so. I probably don't need to remind you that ASD is a neurodevelopmental disorder, and because of this, our brains function in a very different way to that of neurotypical people. So it's not like we are trying to be rude or cold on purpose towards people. We just don't communicate or get people the way that a neurotypical would. Another thing that makes it difficult to be friends with a ASD person is that ASD people do not sugarcoat things. We are brutally honest, unapologetically ourselves. We are wired to value information and truth and justice over making nice and avoiding sensitive subjects or hurting people's feelings. You may be surprised to learn that most people don't like to know that an outfit looks bad on them or that they can't sing. Also, the outward presentation of ASD also makes it difficult to be our friends because we're not neurotypical. We do things in a different way than neurotypicals, and it might be considered odd, outwardly stimming, or the way that we phrase things or the things that we talk about may be a little more difficult to accept and to roll with than somebody who's neurotypical. As a child, I would think about friendships a lot and what they could and would look like. However, when I think back, I didn't do so well bringing that into fruition because I would always go about it in the wrong way. For example, if I wanted to fit in with the popular crowd and have popular friends, I would work really hard and did work really hard and got myself onto the cheerleading squad in my high school. Because in my ASD mind, I thought that acting and looking and being with those people, that would equal friendship. But in reality, I wasn't really pursuing any real kind of connection with these people. Rather, I was just placing myself into a situation that I thought would get me there. I hope that that makes sense. It's kind of like masking in a way. If you can put on a different persona, a different mask, this would help everything fall into place. This was the solution to the friendship problem. Surprise, it doesn't actually work that way. Mirroring and copying behaviors can only get you so far. It doesn't actually constitute friendship. I have felt since my diagnosis that I have been really able to invest into my older friendships and revive and grow them into something much more fulfilling, I hope, on both party sides. I am also able to make new friends and develop those friendships in a stronger way. How? Well, I now know that the issue with friendships for the most part was actually me, and only a little bit a part of other people. Now I can be more concerned about other people's lives and can give them space to trust me with their information. I understand that it takes effort of two parties to be able to maintain friendships. And now that I know I am ASD, I can not only be a better friend to people, but also my friends can understand me and my behavior in a way that they never could before, because in the past I was just being weird or not a good friend because maybe they had neurotypical expectations of me and maybe I had neurodiverse expectations of them. So can ASD people have friends? The short answer is yes, but they are going to look different than a neurotypical friendship because, well, we ain't neurotypical. It's just gonna be different. But different isn't always a bad thing. We just need to make it work for us. This will mean getting out of your comfort zone and putting the work in. But generally I have found that this work is worth it, and it's been really nice and fulfilling to have real, stronger friendships, at least from my direction. I hope that my friends could say the same. Finally, I of course want to discuss and mention that I did have pre-diagnosis friends that are very close and important to me. I don't think it was very easy or super easy to be my friend for the first 30 years of my life. I think it took a level of patience and understanding. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of those people who stuck around until I got a better understanding of myself and what friendship is and can look like. That probably means the most to me. So yeah, get out there and make some friends, my ASD peeps. You can be my friend, I can be your friend. We can work on this together. It is okay if you're bad at it in the beginning. At least you're trying, and you have to start somewhere. I know that it has been a very long journey for me, but it definitely has been worth it. And what can I say? I've changed, and I feel like it's for the better. Well, that is everything that I wanted to discuss with you today. Do you feel that ASD people struggle to make friendships? Do you feel that it's important for us to have friendships? What can we do to be better friends? What can neurotypical people do to be better friends to us? And do you think we need friendships at all? Or are we better off going alone? I don't know. It's nice to have someone to talk to. I don't think you realize how lonely you are until you're in the thick of it. I hope that you have the most amazing weekend of your life, and that you get to do something fun and get to eat food that you really enjoy. And I just would encourage you to reach out to your closest friend and ask them how they're doing. Homework, ooh, homework. All right, friends, I hope I see you on Monday. That's it for me. See you later. Bye. Bye.